Hello guys, I'm your host and you're watching Wrestle Ai. Today we're diving into something that has shaken the entire WWE universe. Paul Heyman aligning himself with Seth Rollins. Yep, you heard that right. The man who stood by Roman Reigns for over 3 years. The man who once called CM Punk his best friend in the business has now turned his back on both of them. But the big question is, why? Why betray Roman Reigns and Punk? Why join Seth Rollins? Let me break it down for you in the clearest and most direct way possible. The real reason behind Paul Heyman's betrayal. Guys, the short and simple answer is this. Most likely Seth Rollins isn't working alone, he's working for someone else. And who could that be? The final boss? The great one, The Rock. Yes. There's been a ton of symbolism and clues hinting toward this recently. Let me explain. Seth Rollins is mirroring The Rock. Just look at the recent signs. Seth Rollins' WrestleMania entrance with a flamethrower. That was clearly inspired by The Rock's entrance at WrestleMania 32, where he too made his way to the ring with a flamethrower. Seth has been dressing like The Rock, talking like The Rock, and even during interviews and podcasts, he has openly admitted that he has no problem selling his soul to The Rock. Seth Rollins has been confident all along that Paul Heyman will join him, and this was not a last-minute move. In fact, if you go back to that SmackDown promo, Seth said, "I will win, and this is not a prediction. This is a spoiler." Sound familiar? That's classic Paul Heyman language. And then the two were seen sitting together at the Hall of Fame. That alone was enough of a spoiler to tell us this alliance was pre-planned. It's long-term storytelling, so now everything points to this. The Rock is pulling the strings behind the scenes. Seth Rollins is his pawn. Paul Heyman is back doing business, but this time for someone far more powerful than Roman Reigns or CM Punk, the final boss himself. And why is this happening now? Because everyone knows, down the line, we're heading towards Rock versus Roman Reigns. That's the end game. And to get there, this twist was necessary. But here's a big question. Where does CM Punk fit into all of this? Originally, it looked like Heyman would align with Punk, and eventually we'd get a Punk versus Roman feud. But now that both Punk and Roman have been betrayed by Heyman, it doesn't make sense anymore. So what role will Punk play next? That remains unclear. But one thing is very clear. Heyman's decision was intentional, strategic, and heavily influenced by Rock's shadowy presence backstage. And what does this mean for Seth Rollins? For the first time since the Authority era, Seth Rollins has a true powerhouse backing him. Yes, AOP was there before, but Paul Heyman is on another level. This could be career-changing for Seth Rollins. With Heyman by his side, we could be looking at a new era, a darker, more dangerous version of Seth. No more dancing, no more showman flair. This is serious business now, with a mission and direction. And with Heyman's strategic mind, this partnership could take Seth Rollins to the absolute top of WWE once again. So guys, the real reason Paul Heyman turned is because he's working for The Rock, just like Seth is. This is not just betrayal, this is cinema, this is elite-level storytelling, and this is just the beginning. So stay tuned, because if Rock is truly behind this, then the Bloodline Civil War is about to go next level. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because we've got a ton of updates and breakdowns coming your way. Stay active, stay tuned, I'll see you soon in the next video. This is your host, Wrestle Ai, signing off.